G'day guys, my name is Alex, I'm a sports physiotherapist, and today we're talking about the biggest mistakes that people make with their sets and reps in their training. So we're going to be diving into if you want to grow your muscles, if you want to get stronger, if you want to run faster, if you want to jump higher, if you want to have more endurance, why this is important in regards to your sets and reps. Well, let's start off by just giving a good analogy. When you go to the doctor, your dosage or your medication should match your symptoms. If you are sick and he gives you Weet-Bix instead of antibiotics, not good. So when we're talking about strength training, we should be matching our reps and sets with what we want to achieve. So if we want a endurance stimulus, so let's say we want to get more endurance strength. If we are doing 1 rep, that's wrong. If we are doing 15 reps to 20 reps, we are going to be getting a strength endurance effect. So if you're someone that's like an endurance runner and you want to get more strength endurance in your muscles, doing 2 to 3 sets of 15 to 20 or more reps would be appropriate. If you're someone that wants to get more muscle growth, doing between 6 to 15 repetitions will definitely give you more muscle growth. If you're someone that hasn't done any training, doing anything will give you muscle growth, just by the way, but we're just talking the principles at the moment. If you're someone that wants more of a strength stimulus, between sort of 6 to 12 reps will be more strength appropriate than more repetitions. As I said, you will still get stronger by having more reps, but we're just going to stick to the principles. So between 6 and 12 reps, because you're pushing a heavier load, you're going to be making the muscles work harder. And because they're working against a heavier load, they're going to adapt to that heavier load. And therefore you get stronger by doing, between 3 to 5 sets of sort of between 6 to 12 repetitions. And as the stimulus or the weight gets higher, your repetitions will get less to match that greater weight that you're moving. If you're someone that wants to do more power and strength, definitely between sort of 3 and 5 repetitions will be more strength appropriate and power appropriate, because you're pushing a greater stimulus. It's a heavier weight, which once again is making your muscles adapt to that greater stimulus. If you're someone that wants to move absolute weight, so the most possible, that's generally between 1 and 3 repetitions, and you might be doing this between 3 and 5 sets. If you're someone that wants to be doing power, this is a little bit different. So it's between 1 and 6 reps, generally between 3 and 6, and you are moving like a percentage of your body weight really quickly. So it's generally between 30% of your body weight. So if I'm 100 kilos, I might be doing a squat jump and I've got my bar plus 30 kilos and I'm doing my jumps and I'm giving it absolutely everything for 3 to 6 reps, which is a different stimulus than if I had as much weight as I can do between 3 and 6 reps, because the 30% of my weight, I can move it faster, which means I'm getting a really fast stimulus. If I had the heaviest weight that I can do 3 to 6 times, it's going to be a lot slower. I can't move it as quickly. And therefore you can see there's 2 different training effects within the same rep range, dependent on the amount of weight that I have. So let's just recap. Strength endurance, 15 or more reps. Hypertrophy between 6 and 15. Strength, similar rep range between sort of 5 and 12. More strength power or maximal strength is generally 5 or less. Absolute pushing, different names for it, but absolute strength and power 1 to 3, and then more like your plyometrics is a similar between 1 and 6 reps, but it's at a lighter weight and it's moving as quickly as possible. Now, really important is, are you working to your reps properly? Let's say that we are doing a 5x5 deadlift, and when you get to that 5th rep on your 3rd set or 2nd set, you can actually do like 4 or 5 more reps after the 5th rep. So you're actually doing 5x10, which isn't the strength stimulus you actually set out to get. So we need to make sure that when we're doing our deadlifts and we're doing our 5x5, when we get to that 5th rep, we should be pretty much tapped out. We should be pretty much fatigued, gassed, done. We might be able to do 1 rep more, maybe 2, but if we could do 3, 4, 5 reps over our 5th, you need to increase the weight because you're not getting that training stimulus effect. So guys, just make sure that you're thinking about, well, what am I trying to achieve? What are my goals? Am I trying to get faster? Am I trying to grow muscle? Am I trying to get a bit stronger? Am I trying to build speed? Your training should match your goals. So that's what I'm trying to get at here.